and welcome back to StarCraft. Let's get back into it, shall we? Sorry about the abrupt end to the last recording, but I wasn't feeling well, so couldn't exactly do much about it. I'm feeling much better now. It's been a few days, so all is well. Also 666 gas. Nice. I remember Day 9 made a joke before. It was the Protoss Zealots line, when my life for hire. They make a joke before, my wife for hire. Damn it. Come on, mutalisks should not be that powerful. Okay, like seriously. Okay, you know, I have enough ground forces to get me out, with these. For a moment I can remember, do dragoons cost minerals? Sorry, Vespine? I knew they cost minerals, could not remember if they cost Vespine. It may seem obvious, but my mind was just like, brrr. So it's just like, It's just... like I said in the last recording, I do vaguely remember it. I do like playing Protoss, because you can just toss down buildings and have them start working, and it's alright. You know, considering the Protoss' general aesthetic, these buildings do seem kind of almost strange for them. Like, they're all, you know, like all their buildings are like yellowish and, you know, whatnot. You know, they're kind of golden-y and whatnot. And here it's like Aztec ruins. Well, that's at least what the image provoked to my mind. It's, I question if Blizzard intended it to be Aztec ruins. But that's what the image I end up thinking of. Okay. Get back to work. More dragoons.
Your command? What would you ask of me?
And as I said last time, Protoss shields regenerate. Well, I've said this on a few occasions actually, but yeah, Protoss shields regenerate, and it's very useful. They've no way of healing though, in any iteration. The later on iterations of StarCraft, Brood War onwards, Terrans have a way of healing their units via medics, and in StarCraft 2 medevacs. The heal boss, as you could, if you wanted to call it that. You know, very handy, very useful. But Protoss never gains such an ability. They do have a way of hurrying up the regeneration of shields. In this, it's called a shield battery, and it is very, very useful. But
Upgrade complete.
I never really figured out how it worked. I don't remember what point I was going to get at there. Yeah, never figured out how it worked. So, am I either wrong in saying this guy has a mount? Because don't Protoss typically don't have mounts? Almost does look like he's lying here for a mount. It's Protoss Joker. You know how I got these scars. I really need to whatever he says. I never actually watched those movies. I've been meaning to, just never got around to it. be honest. I never know why. Sorry, I don't know why I never got around to it. I just didn't. I think I actually saw a bit of one of them. Then again, part of me was like, did I? Or was it a different movie? It mightn't even been Batman. Probably won't say it was a Batman movie, but I'm not sure if it was a Christian Bale Batman movie. You know? Or Christian... Is it Christian Bale? Keep on calling him Christian Bane. But that's not his name. But you know who I'm talking about, I'm sure. I'm just thinking, like... I just noticed how spider-like... Well, the movement and the dragoons made me think spiders for a second there. But, basically, I saw a start of some movie that my mind is saying, oh, that's a Batman movie, but I'm not 100% sure. There's like a fight in a weird, like a prison place, and he's separated for everyone else's safety.
You have not enough minerals.
Okay, this base has been mined out rather quickly, I might add. If I wanted to, I could go over here for resources, but you know what? I think we have enough. If I wait a moment, make sure I have all the units here, I should be fine. I may have to charge Phoenix in as well, but yeah, if I have to, you have to. It is kind of strange that this technologically advanced, race, species, faction, whatever you want to call them, doesn't know how to repair their buildings. I know it's a balancing thing in game. It's to give,
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
it's a balancing thing in game, more so than anything else. But it just ends up coming off as weird that the humans can repair their buildings. The Zerg buildings just regenerate, but the Protoss buildings are like, well, if the shield's gone, well, we don't know how to repair it. It's just like, well, do they have no Protoss, builders? I suppose, no one to just put duct tape on the buildings. That'll stop the weird blue flames. Duct tape. Okay, I'm gonna charge my forces in. It's not a rush, but it's the first word I could think of.
I am needed.
Wait, did he say I am naked? What? It's probably I am needed.
Receiving. Awaiting instructions. I hunger for battle. I long for combat. For Adun, executor. As you
Adun.
the warriors have engaged the enemy.
It's just, the cry there of the zealots. I'm not entirely sure who that is, or what that is. Also, more minerals. Ye over here. Ye over here. I have to take this out if I want to win. Go back. Damn it. Because they got distracted fighting some over here. Down. Help. Okay, off to here. I really do like Mass Dragoon. It's very nice. Though they were more powerful. Because just remember how much difficulty they're having taking out mutants. And that single mutant was just like tanking out blocks. Where's that one red? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Although we two have marched across hundreds of worlds together, I never imagined that we would be fighting on Aya. The Zerg are indeed worthy foes.
You gotta give it to someone that even when, you know, they're fighting under, you know, you know, this kind of thing's going on, and they can still, you know, be like, no, they're not bad enemies, you know? They'll give me a good fight. You gotta give it to them. So it kind of explains why he's a zealot rather than, you know, anything else. You know, a warrior or soldier rather than anything else. Just, you know, it shows where his priorities are. Oh, I get a good fight! Yay! Tiamat brood. Oh, great, the dragon brood. Brilliant. Or dragon queen, or whatever she is. I know in some fictions there's some dragon called Tiamat or something. Don't know too much about it though. Wait, I got a citadel? Nice.
Executor. Your defense of Antioch has restored my faith in the Templar caste. I admit that Tassadar's desertion had shaken my faith.
Indeed, Aldaris. I would hope that the Judicator would put more faith in their Templar brethren.
Tassadar, where have you been?
Be silent, Judicator. There is no time to waste. I have much to tell you. As you know, the Zerg vanished after the fall of the Terran world of Tarsonis. Though the Conclave bid me return home, I was compelled to remain. A powerful psionic call drew my attention to a remote barren world named Char. Apparently the call was answered by others as well. For upon Char, I encountered those who were once our brethren. The Dark Templar.
Consorting with the Fallen Ones is heresy.
Enough! Hear me, Executor. For I have learned much from the Dark Templar Prelate, Zeratul. The Overmind controls its minions through agents called Cerebrates. Strike down the Cerebrates, and the swarms will surely fall. Executor, Tassadar may be right. If you can keep the Zerg occupied, my force may be able to penetrate their perimeter and slay the abomination.
I pray we can trust you, Tassadar. Already I can sense the taint of the Fallen One's influence on your mind. You must return to Aya at once.
My concern is for the safety of Ire, not the judgments of the Conclave. I will return when the time is right.
You know the guy over here? Something in his voice. I'm starting to be. Basically, I end up thinking of the. You know, the guy from Metal Gear Solid 2. Well, actually, Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. The I don't remember his military rank, but major or colonel or whatever he is. Starts going weird at the end of the second game. Yeah, him. I should start hearing his voice. I just reminiscent of him a little. Certainly, maybe the voice actor is a little different. You know, there's a little something off to it. You know, it's not perfect, but you know, it could be just make it sound a bit Protossy. I do know he is in another game whose name I cannot remember now. You play as like some wizard or someone. You escape your homeworld because it's gone to shit. You stumble onto a new world and there's warring gods, and because you're a powerful being, you can curry favor with them, by aiding their causes. I still don't remember what it's called though. So, I just love Tassadar. Just like he just walks on in like into your, you know, not walks on in, just, you know, opens up psychic chat with you, interrupts, just tells the guy, yeah, look, shut up, I'm talking. It's brilliant. I love him. Of course, I'm slightly rewording it slightly, the event slightly, but you saw it yourself. I don't know. I know something about that. It just, I just liked it, you know. But anyway, actually, remember I was telling you before about a novel that covered the, you know, set back on Char and whatnot. Where it's it's about Raynor meeting, Raynor hearing, he mentioned dreams and Carrigan calling out to him. It's like, they cover that, they cover what happens, like, between the missions and whatnot. Like, they also cover what leads up to that call and after it. Like, remember how Carrigan was left on the planet to hunt down the remaining Protoss? They cover that as well. So, and as far as I know, all that's canon, and accurate, as far as I know. I haven't really looked into the Blizzard stuff. I'm not sure if they, I think I brought this up in the past, I'm not sure if they have the same policy as Games Workshop, in that, well, this is what people are saying, that Game Workshop's policy is that anything published by a certain publisher, Black Library, in the 40k universe, or maybe extensive Warhammer fantasy as well, I don't know, it's canon, but isn't necessarily accurate, meaning it could be propaganda or whatever, published by a faction. So if based on StarCraft stuff, could, maybe Blizzard has a similar policy. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. There is actually something I remember reading online. In World of Warcraft, there is mentions of, the Drain in Hellfire Peninsula. There's a group of Broken that are enslaved. They're forced to mine for a certain crystal, an ancient Draenei artifact. It's meant to be quite powerful. Could be in that location. I was hoping they would make reference to it in Warlords of Draenor, but they either didn't, or they did somewhere else and I didn't recognize the name. I don't think they did though. They might have. I know one quest, Ancient Draenei Crystal, but it could just be a different one. I don't know. But anyway, the crystal thing actually came from one Christy Golden. I don't remember the woman's name. She writes a ton of WoW lore books, and she wrote things for around Burning Crusade time, just before it, and that's where they got the crystal from. It was one of the things in her book. Before it, they, it wasn't going to be in the game, and because she came up with it, and they liked the idea so much that they added it in. I wonder if there's ever the inverse, that there's stuff that Blizzard doesn't like in the novels, but they still get published or whatever. That's more a curiosity thing, because if they, if it's the inverse, does that mean that bit's not canon? Would be nice to know. Then again, they might say, change this part, but rather than letting it get published, So the books remain fully canon. I have no clue. I'm just spitballing here, just raising a point here more so than anything else. Okay. Anyway, let's start the next mission. Protoss Reavers attack by firing explosive scarabs at their targets. To build scarabs, select the Reaver and press Build Scarabs button. You have 15 minutes, so Phoenix is in position. I think this map changes in a bit.
You've not enough minerals.
This change, I swear it gets bigger because I know there's a base down here, but I swear it's a bit further away. Maybe the map goes on to here. Just where my cursor is. I hope the cursor is actually accurately represented on screen. Okay, the middle flashing light of the Protoss building. My cursor is roughly in the center of that. There. It's right on it. I remember when I was recording EVE Online in the past, my cursor, instead of being, say it was on the flashing light in the middle, Okay, I can't get it exact. I'm not used to this mouse. Instead of being there, it'll be over here.